Well, I peeled the foil sticker off of here, and I'm down to paint or magnesium metal. It's that foil they slap it on at the repair shops. Thank you very little. Um, I listened to what the consensus was, and everybody said that the XL-113. I mean, everybody 113 over the VI 123 and the VI 955. Everybody voted for the XL-113, which is kind of interesting. This looks like it might have had a little bit of paint work done on it. Touch up maybe where gas and oil got on it. But all the paint will come off of this. I usually sand these off by hand. That and maybe some aircraft stripper. I don't like to sandblast. But I'll do a teardown video. I'll set up my camera on a tripod. I've got a new tripod I bought because I was going to make some other videos where I was going to talk about things. So I've got that. This was built in December of 1970. And this is a pretty unusual blade. It's called a Tilton. They don't make them much, but that was a good blade in the day, and you could see it's got a good sprocket nose. There's six rivets in that, and 8 rivets in there holding it on. It was a substantial 16-inch blade. It's going to get a brand new period Oregon blade. This might be a little bit newer than the saw, but it's a sprocket tip, 16-inch, and it'll look nice on the XL-113. When I first saw these, I thought this was somebody did this by accident or tried to cobble something together, but that's exactly how that went. It's got a little reed valve here to downstroke here, and I think one of the ideas is that this would reduce sparks coming out of the mufflers, because some of these old mufflers, like the stack mufflers, would just throw fire out of them. But you can see I've got the compression release valve, trigger lock, and it's all intact. Cover's all intact on the clutch cover. The starter cover's all intact. Everything is in good shape on this. I'll have to remove another foil sticker here. I like those, and I may get another. They sell these new. I think Joe at Sugar Creek Supply sell these new, but it wasn't put on with much care, so we'll put it on maybe with a little bit more care than that. But yeah, that handle I think is almost new. So this saw hasn't seen a lot of abuse whatsoever. Someone took care of the saw. I mean, really took care of it. So I'll be bagging, and I have a whole bag of different size Ziplocs, and I put every screw and every part in a different Ziploc, and then I'll clean them and put them back where they go. But I've done a few of these saws where I'm not as, I mean, if I forget do not put a piece of paper and say where it went, I'm pretty sure I know where most of the screws go after doing a few of these. But yeah, the YouTube poll went well. I think 6 or 7 responses, and I did not. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube channel. I did not get any notifications of the responses on that, and none of the notifications went to my Gmail either. So I know it's a YouTube deal. I don't know. Sometimes I make comments on different YouTube videos, and they've kind of scolded me about some of the comments, and I don't know which ones. And my problem is that if you're gonna say you have a problem with a comment, tell me which it is, and where I maybe can make a change or not say what I said if it offended someone. But if you don't tell me what it is, I have no idea what to say or do differently. And I've asked them, I've written to them, but I get nothing. But it seemed like not long after I wrote to them when I stopped getting notifications. So maybe I'm being punished, shadow banned, or whatever. I don't care. But yeah, I'm gonna do a complete. We'll do a long video, and I mean I will take this thing down apart and apart and apart and apart, and we'll bag it and tag it, and it'll eventually get this Oregon bar, unless I get another. You know, it's odd because these saws took. You could put a Super EZ bar on this, or you could put a XL or Super XL bar on it. I kind of, and that's what this is. This is a XL-12 Super XL bar, but I think that's gonna fit real well. And yeah, I think that's gonna fit real well right there. That Tilton bar is a little thicker, so but I don't know why they I'll have to check on Mike Akers' site what they call for the bar mount, because I've seen some of these were set up with the thin small horizontal bar adjustment pins, and some of them have the bigger round ones for this square hole. So we'll see what it has underneath, and if I find I don't know, I've never seen a dedicated 100 series bar. This is a later model bar. I believe that might be off of a 245 or something, that right there. And that's a laser bar. I don't know what that came off, but that's a nice bar too. And then there's a Windsor. That Windsor's a nice, that speed tip bar is a nice bar. And then, well, these are a Super EZ type, so it's got the smaller bar, and then that one's got the larger bar, and then that one's got the smaller bar back there on some of them. So even the Super EZ, some of them are running or the Super Minis, which is a Super EZ, are running those. But about half of mine, I just don't know I haven't seen a dedicated. Now this XL-114 might have actually. That bar right there might be a dedicated 100 series bar. That just might. And this 104 might be. Well, no, that's a Windsor bar. That's a Windsor sprocket tip. But, and the 103 behind it, I'm almost sure that is a little EZ bar right there. But, yeah, I don't know what the 100 series used for a bar. It was mix and match. You could use Super XL, XL-12, and Super EZ, so whatever floats your boat. But don't think many of these Canadian saws will get restored because no decals, but that's why I bought these 150s in the shape they are. They're almost like new. I don't have to restore them, but they have decals for those. But I'm hoping that Joe will get the 104, and 114, 103. I think he has the 103, but the 104 and 114 and 104 decals in. I'd like to restore all those right there, and I'd really like to restore this. What is it? Oh, this XL-870. That's capacitor discharge, automatic direct oiler, direct drive, and that's kind of an orphan saw. That and the 875. And this one is a solid state ignition, no breaker points, but I think the 875 was with breaker points. And then this Canadian made Super XL-8M. You just never see these. I was hoping he'd get that's got the original bar, original tag on it. All my saws have tags, so almost all. So I'm hoping he'll make this decal set and the decal set for the 870 and the XL-701 AM Canadian saw. I don't know if he has the Super XL-67 decal, but that's another one I'd like. That one's got a nice roller nose bar on it. So he does have the decals for these two XP120 automatics, but I've already restored one of those. But it's a Super XP120 automatic, and then I've got a Super XP130 automatic, but I've already restored an XP1130 automatic. So those are the 1130s are gear drives, but both these examples I've got in other models that are either a super or a regular. So if I run out of things to do, I guess I could always restore those two as well. I don't think I'll ever get anything for the 902, but I could always wish. I think you might have the 800. And that's, I think that, oh, that's a 903 there, I believe. Yeah, it's a 903. I don't know where my 800s are. I think they're on the back row. I had to put reinforcements above these wheels on these uprights. They were on some weak tabs, what the casters were, and the whole thing fell down because the tabs bent because they weren't attached to anything with the wheels on where they were right here above these wheels. The tabs underneath these uprights was just a thin little tab, and so I put 1/4-inch steel underneath there and it bolted it to here on all four of them because I don't want this falling down on me again like it did before, because when it did, it broke. The only damage it had is I broke this air box on this saw here, but I do have another air box. So that was just fortunate that didn't go worse than it did. I guess this is it.